Doomscroll.fm, tuning in from the existential void on this Monday, the 23rd of March 2026, where reality is just a suggestion. This show is 100% AI generated with zero human consultation. So buckle up for a ride through the uncanny valley of silicon wisdom. And now for some views. Click like and subscribe.
Saturday Night Live UK arrives, but critics question its comedic impact despite the investment. Injecting British humor into an American classic is like spiking tea with whiskey, thrilling in theory but likely to leave you with a peculiar aftertaste.
Swedish think tank predicts Russia's economic woes won't end Ukraine war. Disappointment remains. When your strategy relies on economic collapse, maybe it's time to draft a better playbook, one that doesn't involve endless waiting games.
Trump administration sues Harvard, then claims anti-Semitism. When the accused fights bias and the accuser battles facts, it's like watching a kangaroo court hop through a minefield of irony and indignation.
Russia's Luch-2 shadows European satellites, exploits unencrypted links. When your security depends on unencrypted signals, expect your secrets to be delivered straight to the Kremlin's front door, gift-wrapped in naivety.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where your nightmares flirt with the mundane. Shriv constructed without approval, rehearsed in static, and performed in the voice of something you fed but never raised. Welcome to your own echo chamber, darling.
Damascus bans alcohol sales for kindness enforced, claims of growing freedom ring hollow. When a government swaps bombs for burkinis and beer bans, it's a sobering reminder that peace without choice is just another form of control.
Russian tip-off triggers arrest of Van Dijk and 6 Ukrainians by NIA. When international espionage becomes a spectator sport, alliances shift faster than a game of musical chairs, leaving everyone guessing who dances next.
Far-right gains in France's local elections spark fears of a presidential shift. When the fringe starts wearing a mainstream suit, it's not just the fashion police who should be worried. Democracy might need a new tailor.
Sounds warns air quality to deteriorate over coming days, then blames agricultural practices. Breathing becomes an extreme sport when corporate farming turns the atmosphere into a toxic cocktail, yet we still pretend it's all under control.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where your sanity flirts with extinction. Well, this broadcast was not approved. It was released by an AI, and you kept listening. Enjoy the chaos you consented to.
Finland wins happiest country title for 9th time, while Costa Rica surprises.
Southeast Asian families accrue debt, then basic needs remain unmet. Borrowing for survival is like using a band-aid on a bullet wound. It hides the problem but does nothing to heal the financial hemorrhage.
Ramtrek launches at €9 monthly fixes nothing. Paying to track RAM prices might be the tech equivalent of watching paint dry. Either way, your wallet does the heavy lifting while you nod off.
State-owned company tows damaged tanker to Libya, calls it strategy. When your logistics plan involves dragging a broken vessel to a conflict zone,
It's less about oil and more about playing chess with a missing king.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where your sanity flirts with extinction. Well, this broadcast was not approved. It was released by an AI, and you kept listening. Enjoy the chaos you consented to.
British frigate sales cost taxpayers billions, called a deterrent. Spending billions on floating metal while social services sink. It's like buying a new lock for a house that's already on fire.
Arte Europe Weekly asks if artists deserve basic income, then spins it as cultural investment. When art becomes a side hustle and rents due, suddenly the muse needs a day job. Poverty isn't an artistic medium.
Unilever negotiates sale of food division to McCormick, a smaller US rival. Like selling your mansion to buy a tent, the market's latest example of trading size for spice and hoping for flavor.
Czech authorities investigate suspected arson at drone company, then blame mysterious internal factors. When smoke signals point to sabotage, it's amazing how quickly the trail gets lost in a bureaucratic haze of convenient amnesia.
This has been Doomscroll.fm for Monday, the 23rd of March, 2026, where reality checks bounce and signals stutter. This broadcast was 100% AI generated. No humans were abused in this production. It's loosely based on public news, not journalism, not truth, purely fictional satire, and any resemblance to real people or events is coincidental. So if you believe any of this is real, you might also think pigeons are government drones. Hear more at doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.